YouTube, what's going on YouTube? It's Lloyd Fernandez here, another video. All right, listen, this video real quick is one of my mindset videos and can be translated to somebody looking to get into real estate as a real estate agent and anybody looking into getting in shape. If you're watching any of my videos for those reasons, this video is gonna fit those three categories. So I'm gonna talk about results. I'm gonna talk about results. That's a big deal. You gotta watch this video. You gotta tune in, all right? To the end of the video. Results. All right. I'm a real estate agent here in York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Adams County, Hanover area. If you know anybody looking to buy or sell a home, please send them our way. The Lloyd Fernandez team, we're getting things done. And we speak English and Spanish. So si tú conoces a alguien que quiere comprar casa, vender casa, por favor, mándalo para nosotros poder ayudarlo. Gracias. All right. So to get right into the video, like I said, this video is about results. So I wanted to make this video because I noticed there's like a disconnect with some people when it comes to results. I think the expectation and the execution, there's a disconnect, right? So for instance, I'm gonna explain to you sometimes what has happened to me when I'm giving advice, or back when I used to try to help people get into shape. I was doing that on the side. I'm not doing that anymore. This is an example of that. So what would happen would be, I would explain to the person, hey, look, you want to get in shape, you got these goals, you want to do this, you want to do X, Y, Z. Or they'll look at me, let's say it's another male, and they'll look at me and say, hey man, you know, I'm trying to get into shape like you, blah, 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 or whatever the case may be. Okay, cool. When I break it down to them, what do you have to do, right? And, or for instance, if it's another male, like I said, I tell them what I do, especially with diet. The workout and diet, right? But mainly the diet, because people can tend to be like, oh, okay, I get it, I could do the exercise. But when it came to diet, this was something that I got. Again, this video is about results, so I'm trying to get you to understand. This is an example. So I would say, hey, you got to eat like this, like this, like this. They'll say, oh yeah, wow, that's a little extreme. And it's like, okay, cool. They'll say, well, what if I eat like this and like this? Like they'll basically say, I'm not gonna eat like you, because to me, what you're saying, the way you eating and your consistency of eating like that is is extreme to them. But I'm gonna go right here, right? Or I'm gonna go like halfway. So then, that's fine. I mean, everybody has freedom to choose what they want to do. But when they would do that, they expect the same results as if somebody that goes beyond that to the way they look at it. They say extreme. That's their viewpoint, that's their perspective. But they say, okay, extreme. They're looking at somebody that's in their perspective is in an extreme diet, or the way they're eating, versus they're halfway, right, to that point. But they go into it kind of expecting to get the results as the person that is on the extreme. And that's what this video is about. I mean, it's like a disconnect with people. It's like, how can you expect to get the same results as this person that cleans up their diet and does everything right when it comes to exercising and diet, and then you look at that person and you're admiring them, or you're saying, man, I want to achieve that, but then you don't want to do what they did. You don't want to go that far. Or I'm going to do this. You're going to pick things out and say, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do this, that, and the other. Boom. There's a disconnect, because if you think you're going to do that and get the same results as this person over here, you're not, and you're kind of delusional if you're thinking that, right? So I found that a lot of people we're expecting these type of results, and it's like, no man, you're gonna get results because you're obviously changing your diet to a certain extent and exercising and doing things you was not doing before, but they're not gonna be the results that you envisioned when you're looking at this other individual, somebody online, or wherever the case may be, wherever you're looking at the person that you're like, oh, this is the person that emulates what I'm trying to reach, the goal I'm trying to reach, right? So there's a disconnect there. So if you're gonna say, no, I'm not gonna go to that extreme like this person, and I'm gonna do it to this level, and you understand that the results aren't gonna be the same, and you're okay with that, and that's cool with you. You want to go there to that amount and understand that I'm okay with those results. Then that's fine. That's great. That's beautiful. That's fine. But you can't go to that level and expect the results of the person that goes beyond that. You just can't. And like I said, this applies to not just exercising and eating right for your health or your fitness goals. I'm sorry. But if you're doing business and you're emulating somebody in business, let's say, and you're like, oh, you following somebody on YouTube or, for example, or somebody else in real life or whatever, and you see this person and you're saying, man, I want their results. I want to make their income. I want to achieve this in this amount of time like they did, right? But you're not putting in the same amount of work as that person. You're not prospecting, let's say. This would translate for a real estate agent. You're not prospecting as much as that person did. You're prospecting half as much as that person is. You're putting in half the amount of work as that person is. You're not going to get those results. And if you expect those results and that income and that growth in that shorter period, that short amount of time period, you're delusional, you're crazy. Because you can't, because you didn't do what they did. You did half of what they did or less, so you're gonna get those results. You're not gonna get the results that person got. So when you're looking at goals, fitness goals, business goals, even personal goals, whatever that may be, because this could be so many subjects, you have to really understand and put your brain in reality and don't have this disconnect with results. If you do this much work, these are the results. And if you see somebody else out there that has achieved your goal in a certain amount of time, and you want to do that, you want to copy that, then you have to be able to put in the same amount of work that person put in. Or you're gonna have to correct your diet and eat properly, consistently, the same amount like that person did, and exercise and strength training or whatever it is your goal is for that individual. Like I said, this translates into so many things. Let's say you're in sports or you're in martial arts and you're trying to achieve, you're trying to get to the next level. Let's say jiu-jitsu and you're trying to get white, blue, whatever belt. And you see somebody else that achieved it in this amount of time. Well, you got to be able to match that work they put in for that many years, or you're not going to get there in that same time frame. All right, you could get there, but it might not be in the same time frame if you're not putting that type of work in. Even with business, you might get there, but it's not going to be in that same time frame that other individual did in a shorter time frame because they put massive amount of work in. You might get to your fitness goal eventually. That one's a little different because you got to kind of like keep cutting. You got to get right with the diet. But even if, let's say, you can get somewhat close to them if for a longer period of time, but it's going to be a longer period of time to reach those body goals. If you could even reach them when it comes to fitness, like I said, it's a little different with that. But so you got to understand that. Don't have this disconnect. Some people have this. I've seen that with people and individuals. And I just wanted to make this video real quick and just kind of touch on that. Like, understand that. And then if you're okay with that, if you see somebody and you're like, I can't go like that. They go too hard, or they have more time than I do, or they have a different lifestyle, or I don't feel like doing that much amount of work, then understand your results ain't gonna be like that person. And if you're okay with saying, okay, if I do half as much as that person, I'll get half those results, that's still okay with me, that's good, I'm gonna work hard for that, cool. If not, if you're gonna be disappointed, if you're gonna be delusional and say, I'm gonna do the half amount of work as this person and I expect these results, then you're setting yourself up for failure, disappointment, and you're probably gonna quit because you're not gonna get those results because you're doing half the amount of work or whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing to match that person. All right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching this on any social media sites, please go to the YouTube channel, support me, and subscribe and like and comment. That helps a lot. And like I always say, if you know anybody looking to buy or sell real estate, like I said in the beginning of the video, send them our way. The Lloyd Fernandez team will love to help them getting things done here in York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Adams County, Hanover area. We speak English, we speak Spanish. So si tú conoces a alguien que quiere comprar casa aquí en York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Adams County, por favor, mándalo para nosotros. All right, guys. Like I always say, I wish you luck, I wish you success, and I wish you good health. Peace, YouTube.